Hey folks. Hi Ara.
Hello.
Let's play Final Fantasy VII.
Mhm.
Remake.
What?
And I know. So,
No one told me this was a remake.
yep, surprise, we're playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Avalanche has a lot on their plate right now.
You mean this isn't a PS1 game? Dang.
It's not even a PS2 game. Or a PS3 game. Or a PS5 game.
It might be a PS5
It might.
game.
Alright, wow, music's just starting up, like, right. So we helped some ghost kids, and... Oh, look, it's like the start of the game, except not exactly. Also, stuff's bad. Stuff bad. Bad things going bad. So that's a pillar. That's... Are there pillars? I thought reactors were the pillars.
No. There's pillars that hold up every plate, and then the reactors are in between the very tips of the plates.
Oh, I kind of see them now. Wow, I never noticed the pillars. Wow. Now that I know what to look for, the little red lights. Oh, that makes way more sense. There's a lot of room behind that pillar, though. It's a big city. Anyway, right, we should probably get going. Are there frames? Nope, just some weird boxes in the stack. It's not weird at all. Ooh.
Extremely normal boxes.
Right, Sector 7 kitten. Okay, right.
Oh.
Right. Everyone's here. Hello, what's up? Are we just waiting to react? What's going on?
Please, let us through.
Oh, that's what's going on. I'll just hit these ghosts with a sword. Okay.
What are you?
I'm your worst nightmare.
Tifa.
A worst
We have to
nightmare.
get past, whatever it takes. Right.
Let's punch these. Yeah, no, let's actually punch these ghosts. Okay. Or how the heck do you play this game?
You push button to beat the enemies.
Sounds good. Thanks, Cass. Each of Tifa's armpits cost $1 million. Why? Why does she have such expensive armpits? The heck is that? There's a little orb. That's weird.
You're an orb.
I am?
If you want. Don't let anyone tell you.
Oh, they're just dancing. Okay, so. I guess we already know what these are.
Yeah, this is the same types as the last time you fought them.
And since I know the immunities and and resistances and stuff. Oh, assessed. Oh, it says so on the bottom right, assessed.
Oh.
Unable to read. Nah, fair enough. Oh, okay, it costs a lot to model that armpit. Do I have a cool thing?
No.
You can't steal from these ghosts.
No, the ghosts don't have pockets, Sandra. This is just basic ghost knowledge.
I hit something. Whoa. Take the lead.
Let me in.
Oh, this enigmatic specter is vulnerable for some reason. Oh. Well, this is bad timing to get thrown up into the air. Like I just don't care. Oh, she's using her hand jets to rocket away from the enigmatic specter. That's weird. Okay, we're all good. It's all good.
I can tell you are like just woke up from nap, Sandra, because you are like extremely out of it right now.
Oh, yeah, am I visibly out of it? Yeah, I kind of just took a nap before this.
Watch yourself.
Let's do this.
No, don't do that. That's rude.
All set.
That's like their fundamental ghost. Well, I don't know. Amber would probably disagree with me if she heard me say that.
That's fair.
The ghost defender is logged on.
Well, some cool stuff's happening.
I got it.
Where's Tifa visible? Oh, there you are.
Hiding, she's just behind the cloud of ghosts.
She's just vibing.
You're up. I'll show you what I can do. Can you take over for me?
Deal with that.
All set. I'm coming.
Nice. Okay.
Tagging out.
Taking over.
This is gonna hurt. A bonus.
Got him.
That's great.
That is great. Thank you for the follow.
It's done.
There we go. All right. Okay.
Do you remember what the mechanic of the enigmatic specters is? Since you have fought
No,
them?
absolutely not. There's a mechanic?
Yes, the mechanic is that whenever you kill one of the other types of specters, it causes them to be pressured.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
You're mine.
Yeah! Nice!
Let me handle it.
There's a giant ball of no. Ah!
Sometimes there's just a giant cursed orb.
Okay,
Yeah,
this is a heckin' cool view, though. Look at this cool view.
Good luck. So it's my turn?
Yeah, could you do something about this giant bad sphere? Oh, it hit the...
How's this?
Okay, no, it didn't. Alright,
Let's do this.
where's the other one? Get here. Where'd the other one go? Nope, that's it. That's all that's left. Okay. Oh!
There's too many.
It's so hard to punch these ghosts. Well, at least they got tired and left.
Aerith?
Come on.
I sure hope at some point they explain what the heck this is. Alright.
I'm tempted to ask you if you have any theories on it.
A bunch of rude ghosts? I literally don't know. I don't know if it's like part of the whole reunion thing that I remember a little bit from the first game, but I have pretty much no clue. It's just a bunch of ghosts.
What you got? Come on!
That's Barrett.
Good cover. Making it work though. Wedge! Oh, that's heckin' cool. Look at him go. Uh-oh. Well, you still broke your fall.
You okay?
Cloud, it's Shinra. They're trying to take out the pillar.
I know.
I have to go back. Barrett and the others are still...
Stop. Stay with Wedge. I'm going up.
Sure.
I'm going too. I can still fight. Biggs, they were shooting at me and he...
Wedge, please. Let Cloud handle it.
Don't worry. I'll patch him up.
Hang
I
on,
was
guys.
wondering.
Help is coming.
I was wondering how they would make sure that we would never have 4 people in the same place at once.
Wedge, listen to me. You stay here with them.
About time you showed up, Martin.
It's Charlie Snake.
Gotta do my part to clear the path before you steal the show.
Are there any missables in this one?
I don't really remember, to be honest. I can check real quick.
I'm getting sick of this. Don't they have anything better to do?
Tell me about it. See how hard we got hit over here?
Shit! What's wrong with these people?
Okay, stay quiet.
What the? Avalanche?
Hostile contact. One target. Engage.
Okay, I checked and there's definitely no weapons in this
Not
chapter
bad.
that you can get, so...
Very good.
The rest is basically... It doesn't matter if you miss it, really. Accessories can
Oh.
always be bought.
What? What can always be bought?
Accessories, like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
if you miss an accessory, you'll find it in shop later.
Oh, that's good.
Don't think you're gonna get away with this.
You scared yet?
I
Time to finish this! Here goes! Stop resisting!
Funzo.
Alright.
You may recall these shield beats are not fans of beat magic that.
Yeah!
Oh, okay.
I'll show you!
Fine.
Yeah, electric baton's so blockable.
Shit. That's that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Is this the first time since the beginning of the game it took solo Cloud?
I think so. It's been a while. I got 2 orbs of gravity and also some.
No, wait. You were technically solo Cloud during the Jesse's chapter when you were taking on all the robots.
Oh, it's true. Okay. Break. All good now? Right.
Was never in doubt.
Where am I going? Ah.
Up.
Up. Up. Oh. Okay. Nice. Good going, Cloud. Son of a. These hoodies are really getting cumbersome.
Biggs.
You made it. No, I might not. Hey, is Wedge?
Don't worry. He'll bounce back.
That's good to hear. Could have used some extra padding myself.
Don't talk.
It's pretty bad up there. Cloud, promise me, don't let it be for nothing.
What about you?
I've still got some fight left in me. Enough for another platoon or two. Don't gotta be a soldier to make a difference.
Aww.
Oh, one more thing. The Leaf House. It's an orphanage. In the Sector 5 slums. The kids, they're great. I used to visit.
That's great.
That you'll have to do yourself.
Let me guess. Not a fan of kids.
No.
But you have so much in common.
Wow.
Good luck, Cloud. Our future is in your hands.
Aww.
This isn't over.
If only I could use cure during cutscenes. This is unfair. Right, we should probably. There's no. Alright. Cloud has had some really bad luck with handsome, spiky-haired, like, friends. No! What the heck are you?
should assess them. Just find out.
I mean, yeah. Gosh, they really did, like, they kept every
did
enemy.
it. Great job.
Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for the song.
You
Okay.
turned out to be.
Well, that's great.
Wow, the helitrooper just owned you. Like,
Yep.
Jesus.
Just bam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Oh, nice. Hey. Thanks, Nikki. Last battle, I guess. Sure, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah, no
Let's do
reason not
this.
to. Was that your first game over?
Could be. You might have had another one? Oh, I think I had one maybe at the Rude Orbs. Oh, this was the first game over. Okay, well, just sometimes you just get heckin' owned by a helicopter trooper.
And sometimes you are the rude orbs. Oh, you start this battle. You started this battle with your health like a half.
Yeah, and then I tried to cure, and then he said, nah. Oh yeah, he did the thing there, again. Isn't that great that enemies can just decide, oh, you're about to heal because you're in danger? Let me just end the game for you right here.
Allow me.
Okay. Troopers belonging to Shinra's Public Service Division. A Public Security Division, sorry. Far be it for me to imply these would provide any sort of service to anyone. They wear power-enhancing suits and use rotors to fight while airborne. They perform reconnaissance and can pursue targets to areas where other troopers cannot. If you try to cast a spell, they're just gonna interrupt you because they're jerks like that. Wind attacks rapidly fill their evading their powerful... Whatever. Alright. Set them on fire, or...
If you dodge their swooping attack, it puts them into pressured mode, so I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Not looking good. So much for being a mercenary.
Jeez.
Great. Cool encounter, game.
So here's my recommendation. Before this battle, you should equip Arrow, and you should heal yourself. Oh my gosh, you have so many potions.
I need to drink like 5 of them just to get like good again.
Time to wait. Equip Arrow. Okay, don't. Hey, you did it. There you go. Easy.
Yeah, it's easy when you don't have two of them killing you repeatedly.
Allow me.
Whatever. Where'd you go? Do you mind staying on screen or something?
Bam!
Just gonna hang out in the sky. Oh, you're an MP, I see.
Gotta be careful. Feeling good.
Go to hell. Go directly to hell.
Ain't dead yet. Won't last long.
Oh, hey, you did it.
You're mine.
Oh my god, you blew another limit already. Alright,
It's on now.
oh, you did it.
That's what you get for crowding me. Big asshole.
I would use some heals.
Yeah, no, of course, of course. Gosh, these
Hey,
are
nice.
such bad enemies.
They're like, I mean, well, again, like if you equip arrow, you'll be a lot less irritated with them.
No, Aura, because I still need to wait a few seconds and actually do things before I can cast a spell. And then I need to
That's
cast
fine.
the spell and hope that they won't just zip around and move, because arrow is one of those delayed things. So if
Yeah,
all
they
of these
have it
work
battered
out,
that way.
they will be like staggered or doing whatever in the middle of the air where I can't reach them. And there's two of them. I hate them so much. They give you the flying enemy in the spot where you can't reach everywhere, and you have the melee character. Why would you do this?
They have a really straightforward pattern where they shoot you and then they do the dash attack.
And
So
then you
all
die.
do is you block the shoot, and then you dodge the dash attack.
There's
and
two
you
of
murder
them. That doesn't matter when there's two of them, because now they just do whatever, and then one catches you when
No,
you're
because
trying to
their
do the other.
patterns are actually basically synced at the start, so you can predict pretty easily when they're gonna. They'll both shoot and then they'll both swoop.
I tried and that didn't work.
Either way, equipping arrows still is a good idea. Just gonna keep saying that.
I want this spell that I have a chance of actually hitting.
Testing.
No.
Testing. Attention, Avalanche Scum. We know all about your evil plans to destroy the pillar. But the Turks, but Shinra, that's us, won't let you get away with it. So go crawl back into whatever hole you crawled out of, or something. That ought to do it, right?
Good enough.
Wait, I know you. Mr. First Class.
Pitbull?
ass asshole.
Reno has now decided it's okay to just kill a person.
You may not know where to find
I'm pretty sure he decided that a long time ago.
Well, he felt like he had some remorse earlier.
Not good.
Throw down your weapon and surrender. Shinra does not negotiate with terrorists.
What happened?
Man, screw this cheap-ass play.
Get down!
Okay. I love Tifa. He's good.
Thank you.
That was a close one.
How is it?
Much better, thanks.
Just cast heal. Just cast heal.
I'm sorry. I can't stay here. I have to help them.
Go. Follow your heart.
Aerith. There's a bar in the center of town, 7th Heaven. I need you to...
Get Marlene to safety, right? It's okay. I'll find her.
Huh?
Just kiss. You can kiss. It's fine. No time like a present.
Can you take her to the bar for me, Wedge?
Chiron immediately spotted
Consider it
the
done.
big question
Now
mark,
get
question
up
mark,
there
question
and
mark in
kick
that
Shinra's
sentence.
ass.
What?
Come on. 7th Heaven is this way.
Wedge,
See, I
wait!
don't know who Marlene is.
She
You
was in
guys
like
can't stay here.
the ghost sequence.
Come on, come on!
Hey, let us through!
The ghost told her.
Supposed to get to Wall Market.
Little kid ghost.
You have to open the gate. If you don't let these people through, back off. It's not gonna happen.
Wedge!
I'm no good. Not to anyone up there or down here.
Ain't no self-deprecation on this stream, okay?
That's not true, Wedge.
You can insult the
Don't give
helicopter
up
troopers
yet.
all you want,
We
but
can
not
still
you.
save a lot of lives.
You don't think we're gonna stop them from dropping the plate, do you? I want to believe that we can still win somehow. But something in my gut tells me we're due for a reckoning. Just this feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. But that's no excuse to give up. I don't want to look back one day and wish I'd done it different. Right here, right now. I need to know I did everything
Yeah.
I could.
I like Aaron. Heck yeah!
I'm not sure what's gonna happen next. But I am sure I don't want to regret the choices I make tonight.
What was that about? Don't.
Our lives are in your hands. If you don't open up, we're all gonna die. Close it.
No, sir! I will not obey that order! This way, everyone! Quickly! Quickly! You can't just wait!
Wedge! 7th Heaven
Got
is just
through to
down
the
this
new
road,
person.
isn't
Alright.
it?
Head straight and look right. You can't miss it.
Oh, golly
Don't
gee.
worry about me.
All right, I'll get these people to safety.
Get out of Sector 7!
Know
please.
which character
We need
does
to
the
get as
thumbs
far
up
away
and which
from
does the
Sector
high
7 as
five. It's very
possible
important.
right now! Go to Sector 5 or 6! Anywhere but here! You all have to get out of Sector 7! Now! Please!
Slow down. Do you know what's going on? What do they want with the pillar?
Well, there's still time, but...
Just say it.
They're going to drop the plate on us?
Yes.
Those sons of bitches! What good do they think that'll do?
Feel free to cry about it later. Right now, we need to get everyone to safety.
Wait, the watch should clear the roads first.
Ah, good thinking. Up to it. Avalanche, I take it?
Just a friend.
Tell Tifa to lay low. We'll take care of things here.
Yeah, you should probably hurry. Like, super duper hurry. I'm just gonna say.
I've got to get to 7th Heaven.
7th Heaven.
What are you doing here?
That's it! Oh god! Look out!
Oh no, it's a helicopter! Oh, helicopters. Okay, I see what the problem is.
Oh no!
It's gonna crash!
See, this is why I let Aerith have the arrow materia. Now she can just...
Darlene!
We need water! Hurry! The fire's spreading!
Aw, dang it, it just very cleanly cut the road in half. Son, I mean, it can... Okay,
Oh, no.
fine,
We need to
fine.
find another way to get there.
I understand.
What the hell was that explosion about?
Did you not see the helicopter?
Gotta get through. Gotta find a way. Finally! Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh, you poor thing. I know it must hurt, but you've got to be brave now, okay?
Come on, keep moving this way! Hey! Hey! Over here! Come on!
I'll take you to
You
it.
should maybe hurry, okay? I'm just gonna say you should probably hurry.
Almost there, okay?
None of this makes any sense.
You should probably go.
No need to rush. Steady now.
Will someone tell me what the hell is going
Hey, you should probably leave. Yeah, okay.
Come on, we've
Good,
got to go
thank you.
too.
You should go.
Get out of here.
Hi, clear-coded person, please
Don't
leave.
get through this. We just have to work together. Get to Wall Market now. It's too dangerous here.
This way! Quickly now! Keep moving!
Can you take care of her?
Of course.
Betty! I've been looking everywhere for you.
Good. Perfect. I gotta go. Bye. Go. Aerith, please,
You'll be
honey.
fine.
Timer's running.
Stop! That way's already...
Please,
this
we need to
happening
get
to us?
through. This is it, isn't it?
No? Well.
Almost there.
There we go.
No, it's not working.
Ah!
Confirmed.
Everything with a
More
helicopter rotor is just
Probably
out to
for the
ruin
best.
my night.
After all.
Have we seen Sang before?
Nope.
Change of plans.
You can take it from here.
Someone's been a little too adventurous.
Alright, enough napping, let's go. How many more helicopters can ruin Xandra's night?
Please be okay. Hold on, Marlene. I'm coming for you.
There you are.
You're Marlene, right?
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Tifa's.
Where is she?
I think
I
this is the
know.
first time in the game.
She's
I was
with
yeah,
all
I
the
was like,
others.
wow. Like Aerith's dress actually got
Daddy,
dirty
too?
this time.
You mean Barrett?
To be
Yep,
fair, a lot
he's
of
there too.
helicopters exploded onto her tonight.
Wait, Daddy's not coming home?
Not yet. That's why I came to find you. Tifa asked me to. She said, take care of Marlene. The thing is, this place isn't safe now. I'm gonna take you somewhere safer.
No,
okay?
Vorpy, I think only Cloud can play darts.
Are they gonna destroy the bar? Are they gonna destroy our house?
I know it's hard. Just remember, you still have your daddy. You can build a new home together. Anywhere.
Where do Barrett and Marlene live? I
Shall
guess
we
in the
go?
back or under. There's more to this than just the bar. There's like some other stuff. Is there a second story? I don't know. There's eggs and chips. That's all you need. You should probably go right now. I'm just gonna say you should probably go.
Huh?
Why was there weird static?
Good question.
You smell nice.
Oh?
You should really go.
Like a flower.
Oh, nice! Right, the flower. Is a flower. That's where it went. Everything ties together.
I hope you remember it. Come on.
Yeah, I like the bolt sign. That's a good sign.
Tell you what, we'll grow lots of flowers at your new house.
Do you think that I could help too?
Of course you can. Hey, what's your favorite flower?
Can't believe just how much not in a hurry you are right now.
You led us on a merry chase, Aerith.
Sung.
Oh, I've been pronouncing it wrong this entire time. I'm sorry.
Before you say another word, know that your options are limited.
There's nothing to be scared of, okay? How about we make a deal?
Song is like all leg. Just 100% leg. Just draw some legs and keep going. Shinra Electric. Oh, okay. Ah. Cloud, have you just been sitting there this entire time?
Now then let me finish this already.
legs and
Two
chips.
person, one shitload of bullets.
Hey!
Yay! Yoink.
What the hell?
Nice catch.
You're crazy.
Just like you. So suck it up, because I'm not leaving.
Damn it! You want to explain yourself, partner?
Everyone's facial pores are just like so incredibly lovingly defined in this game.
Where's Aaron?
I sent her to Seventh Heaven to get Marlena.
And Wedge?
I asked him to show her the way.
Okay.
We can still stop this, right?
Yeah.
Too easy. Let's keep moving.
And where do you think you're going?
Oh, I haven't assessed you.
Nope.
Cloud is just like, just a moment, I need to check you out. Alright, hold on. Alright, good. Yeah. Stop shooting me in the pelvis, just a moment. Okay. Alright, stop, chill, okay. Alright, good. Yeah. An autonomous weapons platform developed by the Advanced Weaponry Division. When an intruder is detected, the platform opens fire with a rotary cannon. Non-elemental and lightning. See, this is what I get, lightning.
Ah yes, lightning for these single sentry weapons and not for the extremely rude.
You still want some more?
Flying.
Enough. Buzz off. You're done.
Damn!
Spontaneous murder.
You can't murder a gun, Aura.
What if it's a sentient gun?
Nope.
Well, if this is how you want to play it, that's fine by me.
I don't know about that.
Allow me.
Track and engage intruders from the air at high speed. Alright, well, whatever. Like to match the buttons.
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Bye. So we can go two ways.
Information. Xandra likes to match the buttons.
Yeah!
Also, make sure you heal up, because that helicopter's gonna keep shooting at you.
Alright. I guess.
Disappointed at the idea of healing.
There's an object and enter the gungeon called the gun's soul, implying that guns have souls and thus can be killed. I don't know.
Xandra is attempting to be gun theology agnostic here.
Maybe a different kind of being can have a gun soul. Oh, am I fleeing? I'm sorry, am I fleeing? Is this fleeing?
Yes. Now that's overkill.
Yeah! Eat some overkill.
Ah, Samantha's positing that if you kill guns, ghosts can then use them.
I see you!
I like that.
Save us all some time and give up.
No.
Just imagining the haunted area from last stream, but all of the ghosts have guns.
Stay sharp.
You don't need to tell me.
That sounds good. Sounds like a good time. Luminous blast.
Enough.
Now you're fleeing. Tifa, how did you get there? Oh.
She's very nimble.
Mooga Metal. Not a Mooga Metal. Oh no.
Good job.
Mooga Metal.
Also, electricity.
No way!
Xandra,
I got this.
alas, was not able to murder fast enough and was electricity.
Chill out!
I don't know about you, but I'm over this shit.
Oh look, I'm Reno. I can say a swear. Look at me.
Move aside.
Make way.
You want trouble?
Xandra making fun of the tamest possible swear.
I always feel weird that they're fighting with tables.
Listen. They're very proud of their weird spiky shields. I guess.
Shield front!
Remember that parrying electrical things is not very good. That works.
Too bad.
Fire.
Yep.
They're promoted from the ranks of riot troopers due to their superior ability.
Humans are weak to fire. Monsters are weak to ice. Effects are weak to lightning. Flyers are weak to arrow. That's this game's
You're finished
deal.
now. Neutralizing!
Ow.
All set.
Just gracefully flew into the camera there. Alright. Oh, that's cool.
Come on, wherever the hell you are!
What the? Weird camera thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I wandered into a cutscene.
Correct.
Well, I don't see a chest or anything. You okay? Alright, take a load off.
What was that?
That's a grenade. Jesse!
So, how'd you guys rate my latest and greatest design? 11 out of 10?
Hey, that's a helicopter. Or, oh, it's a small copter. It's a thought. No, it's not a copter. It's a little gyrocopter thing. I don't know what they call the small ones. I like that she just went out like full-on
Today's
grenadier.
your unlucky day, because I never miss.
There's ghosts behind you, just so you know. Well, alright.
Mow him down.
Lucky I stretched.
Looks like you guys are having the time of your life.
So if you don't have magic here, you're pretty much hosed.
No, it's just way more annoying if you don't have magic. Although the chances of you not having magic by this point in the game are almost zero.
I mean, you can just be out of magic. You can just be out of that MP.
Xandra, you have like 30
You guys are
hits.
serious?
Theoretically, you could be out of MP.
If you chugged ethers like candy all the time, I guess.
Whatever you say, partner. Keep them busy, will ya?
Oh, you son of a...
Calling lightning.
We're to dodge the swoop. Oh, I guess that works. Well, maybe.
Buzz off. Let's finish
Hey.
this.
Keep your feet. Or don't, I guess. Alright. Where are we going?
Up.
Up. Yeah, I guess. Okay. What a game. See, egrets, they do the thing I hate the most in games. They dart in, attack you, and then retreat out of range of your ability. They get in my hitbox
Unless
and
you
leave.
dodge, then they don't retreat out of range.
Stay sharp.
It would be great if there was only one of them at a time and you could actually dodge.
Speaking of dodging, oh, hey,
Great, more of them. That's exactly what I wanted.
you know what I bet? You know what I bet would be useful against multiple tightly grouped teletroopers?
Now what? They're just gonna leave. They have no reason to stay there.
They don't necessarily move that fast all the time. I think you are overstating their capacity to just leave.
That's what enemies keep doing. They just leave.
Oh.
I won't give up.
Probably one of the longer stretches without without a bench in a while, if I recall.
Hang in there! Good to go?
Ready to kill!
This fight's not over yet.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying this entire time.
Don't give up.
Yep, that's fine. Perfect, actually.
Not looking good. Whatever. Well, figures it would end like this.
In all sincerity, Arrow, I used to promise. It's good.
Fine, alright, I'll do it.
Thank you.
I'll just wait for it to load.
Oh, I think Cloud as well.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh,
Roll him down.
Lucky I stretched.
Ouch. I think you hit the helitrooper there too.
I got this.
Yeah, there you go.
I've got you covered.
one's dead.
Watch yourself.
Let's do this.
This energy is killing.
It's on you.
Let me handle this.
Shit.
You did it.
This, I hate this. I despise this, everything about this encounter. It's literally, if you have the solution, you lose. If you have the solution, you win instantly. If you don't have the solution, there is nothing you can do. You will just beat your head against this encounter multiple times and die. That's just bad. That's just frustrating. It means you better play this way or else. And you have to, like, reorganize. I hate reorganizing materia. I hate just having to, like, fiddle with my settings.
I have bad news for you about later in this game.
Well, then I should just stop playing here now. Why even go further?
Really are grumpy tonight.
Yeah, I hate this. I really don't like this. I really don't like it when games decide that there's one good way to win an encounter. And then they just make, like, the thing excruciating if you don't, like, decide to go, okay, well, I guess I'll just use that one weakness. How come it works now, but every other time, like, you're even the one who told me, like, they keep giving air weakness to enemies who can easily dodge it. But now suddenly that's not true.
I mean, these enemies have a specific mention of arrow in their description, and they're really annoying, which makes it worth it. Like, most flyers are not particularly strong.
Jesse!
Hold on, there's drama. Tifa just dismissing the ghost.
Jeez. Tifa. If you could see the look on your face. So, you're the guy who gets to hear my last words. Lucky me.
Like hell they're your last.
It's okay, Cloud. It's okay. They were my bombs. They were all my victims. I had it coming. My hero. So gentle.
Just try to hang on.
So dramatic. I just wish that I could have had you over again. Everyone with Mom's cooking. I really wanted to believe we could.
Yeah. You owe me a pizza.
That's right. I do. But I don't think... Oh no. Tifa's crying. Did I say something wrong? Don't you guys have somewhere to be? It's not polite to stare, you know.
Jesse.
Hey.
Great. Hey, there's deals.
I think you're pretty good on everything.
Yeah, this game hasn't justified why no one tries to use the cure materia on people who are obviously still alive but dying. I like games that at least address it. But also, hey, cool. I felt nothing. I was still just still super grumpy because of the other fight. Like, it feels like they really didn't earn this. They just had another character die earlier. And now it's like the same big dramatic thing, and I don't care. I'm still mad about the helicopter troopers.
I ain't done with you yet! You hear me? Think you can come up in here and do what you want? We gon' take it?
Barret!
Tifa! Get your ass behind cover! Now! Chopper's gonna chew you up!
Still alive and kicking?
Damn right. Leading man sticks around to the credits roll. Though we gotta keep moving if we want to make it that far. You ready?
Yep.
Do you really take cover behind the explosive barrels?
It's the only thing there.
For a rematch, huh? Rude! You. It's nothing personal, bitch!
So I could be doing this cutscene with the baseball bat.
I mean, yes.
You're next, asshole!
Sorry, losers. Gotta play for keeps today. No time to dick around.
No, fine. We'll just let you do whatever.
Awaiting confirmation. Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Yeah, coming right up. No, you don't! Not when I'm working!
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Press it. Now. You ain't got shit on us.
I'm still so mad.
Careful, he's quick.
Yeah, quick and running away, maybe.
Like this, and like at the start, I was like, the start of this chapter, I'm just like, all right, let's go. I'm like, the game was telling me like, this, you know, stuff is happening there. You gotta go. You gotta like, you know, come to people's aid. But then they like, why on earth did they have to give like these really ridiculous fights against these enemies that just like require so much like a very specific strategy to deal with? This was the time to have like some like weaker enemies, just to like just anything to so that like you could just rush through. But you know, I had to like stop and change my equipment and actually like make sure to like just get the weak point of everything. And now I'm just angry. I just don't like this.
Drop mouse.
Yeah, I'm too grumpy to just enjoy this this moment. And like the first time with like Biggs, it felt like you know, heartfelt. But now it's just like, well, just I don't know. It felt too rapid fire with Jesse, and it just felt weird at this point.
In the original game, all three of them are basically dead within 2 screens of each other, and they all say one line.
Yeah, see, that would practically have been better for me instead of just like big intense death scene. Okay, have a fight, have another big intense death scene. It's like, well, it's you just did one. It's and that between them, there's like just gosh, I just hate these enemies so much. Like, why would they give these enemies here and require you to use like specific long-range attacks when you are literally using the melee characters? They could have put them anywhere else in the game. They put the house in the arena. They could have put the flying troopers somewhere else and just had like enemies here that just felt like you're just like, you know, would be more appropriate for the moment. Now I'm just like, well, I'm still angry that I had to just like stop and think, and like it's like when the monster gets you in a horror game, okay, well, you're not in the moment anymore. Now you have to think, okay, how do I defeat this specific encounter? You're not thinking about the story, about anything else. So yeah, Rune, pretty much. Oh, I know time is still going. Like, Cloud is just chilling. Take a breather. And again, this is like super frustrating because like you know what's gonna happen. Like we're fighting, we're like stopping. You know at some point we're gonna win the fight, and he's still gonna push the button when the cutscene starts. And that's just like just very frustrating.
I mean, if you played the original FF7, which I assume many people who play this have, you know what happens anyway.
Had to.
On an entirely meta level.
Got one neither.
Need my help, do you?
Right, I forgot to re-equip all of Barrett's stuff, so he has nothing.
Hang back.
I mean, Tifa and Cloud are pretty low, so...
Oh yeah, like I'm sure. Probably doesn't.
He has guns, so like, he's fine for ranged attacks.
Gosh, now would be a great time to like fight the helicopter troopers, now that we have character with gun. I'm just so grumpy. I just this what is it with like this game and making me grumpy in the middle of acts recently? It's just I was really enjoying myself, but then there's just like it's the rusty nail in the delicious meal again. What was I even right? I was just assessing.
I got your note.
Alright. Once again, assessing someone as they shoot me in the pelvis.
Greater resistance to lightning and magic.
That's about right. Cool. Hit him. Walk up and hit him. Does Tifa have cure? Nope. Maybe just poison. What?
Poisona is the poison curing ability.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bio. Biora? Really? wow, okay.
Oh, gotta be careful.
Sorry if I'm grumpy. This part of the game has just like really pushed my buttons.
I got this.
Oh, is the helicopter still shooting at us? Okay.
Yep. Okay. I mean, you got a helicopter with a gun.
No, whatever. Who cares?
Come on, I can't do this without
Get cocky now.
What?
Every time I try to do something, stun locks my character. I switch to another character, he stun locks that one.
Shake it off, okay?
Yeah, shake it off, you big wuss. It's just dying.
I won't give up.
He's really good. Just to heal, please.
Right! Don't use characters in this fight. What if you just didn't use characters?
Stubborn little shitbirds, ain't you?
Prepping for a bombing run. I'll copy.
Say what? I see you're doing whatever the hell you want.
Why is the fight UI still
I'm
there?
rubbing off on you. Heads up, guys.
Because this. Heal, 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 heal.
Okay, okay. What should I be doing now?
Not dying.
Yeah!
Two of your characters are critical HP, and you have 3 full ATV bars.
Every time I try to do something, I get stun locked or like thrown into the air, so I switch characters. Now there's a helicopter coming at me. If I stop to heal, I'm gonna die.
I feel like your grumpiness is overriding your, like...
I'm just, every time I try something, it fails. And this is just making me very frustrated.
It was fine.
Reload.
This character's done. Let's switch to another one. Alright.
Let's do this. Paying attention.
Not throwing in the towel.
Allow me.
So,
Just pre-
just
damage.
hit it. Just hit it.
Reno, clear out now.
Feeling good.
got a little break ready on Cloud. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Let's do it right.
A rude helicopter.
Yep.
Great, they're dead. Fine.
Damn it. The dreams, huh?
I was planning to join you anyway.
Any landing you can walk away from. Come on, let's teach him the Turk's two-step.
You're dead. You... That didn't count.
What happens when you mess with the Turks?
Stay strong.
Want some more?
If you're gonna pick a fight with the Turks, you better be prepared to leave in a body bag.
Make use of those ATBs. You got lots of them.
Special delivery.
Oh, I already did it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I just remembered. Oh right, no, Rude has like this whole thing about fighting. Stay away. Don't have time to fight you right now.
This is a very chaotic battle. Probably one of the most chaotic battles in the game.
The past 15 minutes have been just very chaotic battles. I'm just whatever. I'm just hoping for the best.
Let's try that again.
Tifa limit. Yeah, probably a good idea. Oh wow!
Great, she died. Perfect.
I didn't realize she could die. I didn't realize you could die in the middle of limit animations. Well.
I like that Cloud still does the same exact summon animation.
You say that, game coder, but
What's happening?
nothing.
Sure, okay, wow, I'm so sorry I picked a character. So sorry I decided to switch to a character in this fight. Clearly a mistake. Never should you ever try to engage in battle.
Just continue keeping your HP up and you'll be okay.
Hang in there! Gotta be smart.
Would ya?
Oh boy. Oh hey. Wow, good timing, Tree.
Rouge standing there.
Vorpy, I would say in many battles, yeah. In this battle, really, there's not a lot you can do other than keep on your toes.
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Just blow it up. Shoot the thing.
How do we
Yeah. It's like, how are you supposed to, like, avoid every single interrupting attack that keeps happening in this one? It really feels like this wasn't really up to my skill as just Treadwater.
Move! Getting real tired of your shit!
Tifa!
Where'd you...
Plate separation initiated.
Why is this a
Plate
feature?
separation initiated. Commencing
Because it's
separation
Shinra. They don't
sequence.
believe in, like,
Section 1 separation imminent. Evacuate immediately.
work
Plate
safety.
separation initiated.
You son of a bitch! What have you done?
Why didn't you just break the machine then? It's just a screen.
Cloud!
Tifa!
Yeah, get your board out of here. You're like 5 minutes too late. You should have done that earlier.
What do we do?
Nothing. There is nothing you can do now.
You can't do this! Tifa! I saw Marlene! Aerith!
Marlene? My Marlene? What did you do with her?
Where are you?
I'm at the... Sir, wrong. Your activities unwittingly brought you into contact with the Ancient, who is now back in our custody where she belongs. For this, you have my sincerest gratitude. Alas, the sector in which you stand has been condemned.
Ancient.
Run! You have to go now! And where exactly do you expect them to go?
Aerith!
Total plate separation imminent. Evacuate the area immediately.
If we don't get the hell out of here right now, we're dead. We gotta think of something.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize we were fighting Dead of Chaos. I'm sorry. Are they ancient ghosts? Oh, cutscene. Actual cutscene. No, kittens!
Huh?
That was the most Final Fantasy 3 seconds ever. Here's a sad cat in a cape. They had Kate Sith. Wait, no. How do you pronounce it again?
Oh my god, I don't remember.
Yeah, they had Kate Sith there to show that, to show that they were trying to stop it, or they did not want this to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wooden pallet.
Hey! Anybody out there?
Barrett! I think I hear him up ahead.
Hey! Can anybody hear me?
You trying to figure out what that symbol is?
Yeah.
Jesse! Big!
I got no idea.
Here goes.
And push!
It's surprising just how little material there's left.
Marlene.
You would feel that there would be more.
I mean, they got outside the gates.
Marlene! Marlene! Biggs! Wedge! Jesse!
Oh, I guess, okay. It goes higher than I figured.
God damn you! God damn you all! Marlene. Marlene.
It was us. We did this.
No! Shut up, Tifa.
No. You can't think like that. Whatever came before it was Shinra that pulled the trigger today.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yes. Barrett, you're right.
Yeah.
No, I'm not drinking the live stream. It's
Hold on to this anger, okay?
Cloud, would you mind not looking absolutely perfect in this scene? Your hair isn't even mussed. It's just like perfect.
Barrett. Marlene's fine.
Huh?
Aerith found her.
Aerith. Is that the girl they took?
Yeah. That's her.
Oh. Malmus
What the
says
hell's
there's
going on?
Tifa
I
got
asked
some say
Eric to
Tifa got a lot of
find
lines like that
and
because
take
no
her
one else was
somewhere
there to
safe.
say them.
And she did? You sure? Hey, where you going?
Hey, Barrett joined the party. Welcome to the party, Barrett. Wait, what? Oh, the map kind of like, okay.
No, the map does not reflect the rebel here. What you looking at?
I'm confused.
About what?
Like, how come I can go here?
Because that's where you came from.
I did?
There's
I
that door you
totally-
started next to.
Oh yeah. Hey, Adora. I completely forgot. I walked under that thing. Just literally completely forgot. But yeah, this is a thing I don't like. When like, yeah, gosh, I forget who said it in the chat, but when someone said it, like it's when a game gets confused between whether like a specific sequence is supposed to be like narratively important or like a gameplay challenge. And those helicopter troopers any other time would have been like,
How could this happen? I didn't really think that.
oh, you were just following orders. No, I get it. That's fine. It's totally fair. See you in Nuremberg. It's like the helicopter troopers probably like would have been less of a problem elsewhere, because at that point I was in a hurry to get there because the late game literally says your friends are dying, go find them, and oh, by the way, he's a very tricky fight and you should probably stop and change your equipment and like it's
This
all
wasn't
that
an
kind of
accident,
stuff.
was it?
So the fact that like just finally getting through that was such an ordeal, then getting to a very like sad moment just completely lost on me because I was still angry.
This is the grumpiest I've seen you in a very long time.
Yeah.
Like, you really got mad about that, those troopers. My goodness.
It's so frustrating. It's like I just
going.
Aerith's house. It's in the Sector 5 slums.
I mean, you've seen like how a lot of other encounters, like it's just a cakewalk, or it's like, yeah, it's I figure out a playstyle that works for me, and that works. But these ones specifically, it was like hitting a wall, and they just
I
kill
remember
you
dying to that one too.
so. Yeah, they kill you so quickly. Why would they put like a really? Why would they put that there? It just boggles the mind that they would put like something. Like, I probably would have been, like, less grumpy about the Reno and Rude fight if that had been, like, the one. Okay, that one's really tricky. But it's just... It's a bunch of nothing fights, and then you have fights against enemies who you kind of have to, like, suss out or get behind them, which is, like, a little bit frustrating, but whatever, that's fine. But the helicopter troopers who can just completely murder you, and you have to have a very specific spell to take down, that's just... It really just made me so angry that, like, yeah, I was not in the proper frame of mind to actually engage with sad stuff afterwards. It was just, well,
I wonder if
whatever.
part of this is that you haven't been really using much elemental weakness stuff during this game. I think the game
that's where
genuinely
Marlene
expects
is?
you to be doing it a lot.
Where we hope she is.
It's...
Tell me she is. Give me something to hang on to. Even if she's not, I won't blame you for it, I swear. Who am I kidding? I'd probably try to tear your head off.
Hey, Tifa. Know anything about
Could you be nice to Barrett, for goodness
I know
sake?
I've heard of them at least.
They come up in planetology books. Meant to be the original stewards of the planet. Could even commune with it. Talk to it and stuff.
That must be why the Turks wanted her so badly.
Within my veins flows the blood of ancients. This planet is my birthright.
Hey, it's your boyfriend.
You have failed again, I see. But through suffering, you will grow strong. Isn't that what we want?
Cloud?
Aw.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Yeah, I was also thinking of my Nier Automata run.
I still haven't finished that game. I don't know if I ever will at this rate.
You probably shouldn't. Did you finish it? Did you get it?
I did one ending, and then I stopped midway through the second, like, thing.
You don't need to play any more of that ever again. You could, but you don't need to. That's a good stopping point for that game.
Oh yeah, the plate's just gone.
Mm. It's so expensive.
Yup.
Hmm. Is it just a me thing?
What?
Getting so frustrated by like some hard spot or some like specifically frustrating fights that like I can't properly engage with like story stuff afterwards.
I don't know. I'm like, it's very hard to frustrate me with video games. I just
Really?
like bash my head against them over and over and over and over and over again. Like, I can die 20 times and just keep bashing my head until it works.
I mean, like...
Super!
That's just how I do.
Thanks, Caron.
That's why I play a lot of roguelikes.
I mean, like, see, that's fine with me. Like, you know, there's games I will just keep playing over and over again. I'm sorry, I just want to look at the chocobo. Just look at that precious face.
Actually, there's an exception. If a game makes me lose at least 10 minutes or more of progress from a death, then I'll get upset. Not counting roguelikes. But, like, if a game overs me and I have to go back to my last save file and my last save file was, like, an entire dungeon ago, then I'll be annoyed. Like, that can get me to stop playing a game. But, like, this game's kind of death. Where you just can retry immediately. I'm like immune to being frustrated from, basically.
I guess it's like I said before in playthrough, it's the fact it's getting interrupted. But also, like, in those fights, it was like just feeling completely helpless, like nothing I did worked.
That's fair. Yeah, it's, again, so I think this is a philosophy thing, but I think this game expects you to be doing elemental weaknesses a lot. It's an impression that I get pretty frequently. Like, just as an example, Hell House is an absolutely awful fight if you're not doing the elemental countering stuff on its barrier changes. Like...
Yeah, and, like, you can't change in battle.
No, you can't, which means that if you don't go into Hell House with all 4 elements equipped, it can actually be really frustrating.
That's bad. That's really bad.
It is rough, yeah. Like,
that's horrible.
I actually think Hell House might be the rudest fight in this game, to be entirely honest. But yeah, what happened with me was I fought those rude spinny people. I think I died to the same fight you did. I equipped Arrow and I instantly murdered them, and I was like, oh, okay, and then I just went on. Like,
the what?
The fight you died to with the flying guys recently, when we were just talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I died to that same fight, but then I just equipped Arrow and murdered them, and I was like, oh, okay, and then I just proceeded.
Arrow.
Like,
okay.
Yeah. Like for me, frustration is tied to like, how to put it, like massive wasting of my time. Like, I feel like if I die and I can retry immediately, then I feel like I can experiment and just try something different until it works. It's being punished so heavily that I feel like I can't try something different that makes me frustrated.
I guess for me, like, this felt like being in an impossible situation because everything so far, like, that I had learned and that had been taught to me is that Ice and Arrow are delayed magic spells.
Yes.
So and they tend to give arrow weaknesses to enemies who fly away. So it's really awkward to use. So
yes.
I saw that fight and I figured, okay, well, I should probably not worry about that because it's just gonna be like really like awkward to use and it's gonna be wasted time to even try it. So I should conserve my resources for other stuff. And it was just like, it's like just how little, like how hard it was using my other usual techniques, just like unusually hard. And the fact that like once you actually switch to the thing, it's like instant, that was just like, it's like a gotcha moment. You either have it or you don't. And
I think it's one of those cases where it's like about pattern recognition to an extent. Like, so this game actually is almost a Mega Man-esque in terms of how heavily pattern-based most of its enemies are. They usually will use the same attacks in the same sequence all the time.
One moment, I figure I should probably start.
Pretty crazy,
oh yeah.
huh? Can you believe this mess?
You doing all right?
I am, but I can't say the same about my birds. Poor things are scared half to death.
And also the thousands dead, you know. And just...
Well,
also,
maybe.
Whoever was like up on the plate, that's a city.
Oh yes.
That's
the people. Like, that's the thing, right? Like the people underneath might have evacuated. Like there was an evacuation attempt for sure. The people on top, not so much.
Yeah, like they don't mention that. Like what happened? Like, oh yeah, no, just 1/8 the city just like, you know, exploded.
Yep. I mean, yeah, Shinra doing a mass murder.
Huh? I can't believe what I'm seeing here.
But yeah, like I think this game is very heavily pattern based in a way that it doesn't necessarily telegraph unless you're really looking for it. And so like a lot of times, like when you get frustrated by stun locks and stuff like that, or by like, just for example, those flying enemies have that biggest swooping attack that you have to dodge right in time, right? Like, if you're watching really carefully for the attack telegraphs, the names that pop up, it's actually not too bad. Obviously that one really chaotic fight, maybe not so much, but like on the smaller fights.
Yeah, it's a lot of the time like we're in a sort of like cramped area, and they can literally go to places in the arena that you can't.
Yeah, and that part is irritating, and it's irritating when it happens again later.
Yeah, and a lot of the time I was just like struggling to keep them on screen, much less like just actually spot if they were doing an attack. And even when I was actively trying to like dodge, I couldn't get the timing right, or I was already swinging my sword, which meant I don't think you can dodge cancel out of attacks.
You can dodge cancel out of some attacks. It depends on the attack. But yeah, no, like it's this game in some cases definitely rewards playing defensively. But I guess what I'm getting at is like
wait.
How to play?
Over there.
What the hell are they doing here?
Their jobs, probably. Just focus on seeing Marlene again. Nothing else.
What was Cloud talking about?
There were some Shinra soldiers who walked by, and they're not normally in Wall Market. Because that's ostensibly under the control of Don Corneo.
Alright. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, with regards to Smebble, like mentioning, like why would they do this? So, I think it's a little different in the original game, but I think in this game the pretext is pretty clear. Shinra is trying to manufacture consent for a war with Wutai. Like, they are they're intentionally pinning the blame for this plate drop on Avalanche in order to manufacture consent for a war on Wutai. Like,
oh right, weren't they saying that like Avalanche and Wutai were working together at some point?
Yes, exactly. Like it's been pretty clear, I think.
Oh.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Thanks to you, I did.
Good. Now never let it go again.
It's been pretty clear.
That was hecking trans. That was just like so incredibly clear what was just said. Wow. No, but for real. Wow.
But yeah, like I think it's pretty clear that in this one, like the whole point of Shinra going to these extremes is that they are essentially like creating a pretext for a war against Wutai that they very clearly want. Like this game is very post 9/11 narratively, if you know what I mean.
Well, this is a fine mess.
How bad is it here?
Compared to Sector 7, we're doing fine. But that's hardly an accomplishment.
Everyone's just like so cavalier about thousands of people dying.
I mean...
Is it true that Sector 7's pretty much destroyed?
I guess Shinra could have warned the people on the upper plate if they desired to, but I doubt they did.
You guys run into Jesse at the pillar?
Yeah. Biggs too. They were both in pretty bad shape. But Wedge wasn't up there with them. He got out.
All right.
But yeah, like, it's interesting. Like, I think this game's design... I'm kind of fascinated by the way this game's design verges just barely on the edge of too hard a lot of times. Like I think it does this in general, and I'll be interested to see whether some of the later fights are frustrating or interesting to you. I really liked a lot of the fights towards the end of the game, but I also feel like I was in a really good place by the end of the game in terms of understanding what the game wanted out of me.
Come on now.
Yeah, like I'm having fun mechanically, but when it gets to fights, like you better have the weakness or else you're going to die. It's like, it's not even, or else you're gonna have a hard time. No, you're just gonna die. This enemy will just swoop in, disregard everything, and just kill you. And that's just...
Hey, Cloud, gonna need your help with it too.
I'm trying to think, I mean, I'm willing to bet that fight's doable without Arrow, but I imagine it's probably, you have to be really on the ball.
I tried. Yeah, I tried multiple times. And it's just...
Yeah, no, to be clear, it's hard.
It's also hard. Like... it has my pet peeve. These like a bunch of the Zelda enemies, they dart in, hit you, and leave. They specifically get up in your grill. They basically like get in your blind spot, do damage, and then leave, so that you are not able to retaliate. And I think that's like, yeah, it's unfair. It's an impossible situation. It's unfair. That's like just gets at me so much. And I guess I'm way more vulnerable to that sort of stuff.
That's
because
fair.
of like recent things. So.
I mean, I do think that the game definitely assumes that by this point that you're stocked with like materia offensive spells, like
yeah, it's still
thinking about, you just went through the ghost area where there's enemies that are just immune to physical damage half the time, right? Like
but also we had 2 physical characters and we had Aerith, who naturally does magic damage.
And that's true.
Like
But
that situation
I think
was
you're
like
assuming that you're still, you know, making use of magic pretty liberally.
They are assuming that, but it's still like maybe you decided, no, I'm gonna give like the magic to someone else and then have Cloud mostly be like attacky. And it's like they're giving you a lot of choice, and then at some point telling you, like, here are different choices you could have made. These are wrong. Surprise, these choices are wrong. And also, like, every time this was awkward, the thing we're trying to do, this time it's actually the correct solution, but there's no way to know it.
I mean, I think the difference is mostly in that like just observing the enemies, like the flyers that are the dragons are very mobile, whereas the machine gun guys swoop, but when they're not swooping, when they're shooting you, they stay stationary for a really long time.
It didn't feel like it, because I kept trying to hit them and they would just keep going away and leaving and darting around and then like flying off, and it was really, really hard to focus on them. Especially when there was like 2 of them, I just constantly just had to switch because one was just literally flying off the stage and I couldn't catch up.
I'm also generally a little more willing to forgive
My ears are still
lock and key like combat design in a game where there is no penalty whatsoever for switching builds.
Yeah, like this game is like it is a chore to like switch stuff, and it's made so much to respect the fact that, oh hey, this character has it, or had it last time, and then I'm gonna like mess everything up if I switch him.
I mean, I guess, I don't know, like the original FF7 was like that a lot too. You just kind of got used to switching materia around frequently.
Where I think
yeah, but the original
it's a house on the other side of town.
Well, come on then, pick up the pace.
I'm going as fast as you are.
The original Final Fantasy VII was like a JRPG. You're either in a fight or you're out of the fight, and then you can like, you know, do stuff in very quick menus, and not like this weird like nested mess. But
I mean, it's actually about the same amount of button presses in this game.
it's in like, I can't just go like materia like this. It's just no. I have nope. Sorry, you can't actually go down. You have to like press this button, and then like it's the same button does different things in different places, and that's just very confusing to me. And the Final Fantasy VII, if Cloud by himself like walks and then and you're fighting 2 helicopter guys, you're not gonna like. Did they just like, oh, you're fighting 2 helicopter guys, if you try to attack them in melee, you will miss most of the time, and then they will just do half your life bar in each attack, and then you're dead. Like, that's not how that fight would go. It was like, they make it so that you whittle everyone down with attacks, and then you try some stuff out. Like, it's way more like chill, instead of this, where like, you have to react quickly, or else you're dead.
Yeah, this game is definitely like very force multiplier based. Like this game rewards you a lot for using the correct things in the correct circumstances. Oh, I should let you.
Now, breaking news. I can't even imagine. Oh, they was just fine, right? Access to emergency responders.
and urging people in
No, they're
neighboring
watching
sectors
slideshow
to
news
remain
of it.
indoors until
Just
further
thinking of all the
notice.
lives lost.
Also, Shinra has announced it is establishing an emergency response team.
A portion of all proceeds goes
But
to
yeah,
the
like
Leaf
I think this
House.
game really is interested in rewarding players doing like um the things that's interesting, like the right things at the right time, right? Like using specific moves against enemies that, you know, will pressure them, and then you use the
Cloud,
focused abilities to
I'm glad
increase
to see
the
that you're
stagger
okay.
meter, and then use the
In
powerful
these
abilities when
trying
they're
times,
staggered.
I hope to develop new materia to help us endure.
There's a lot of like almost an element of puzzle solving to it, I think. Oh, HTB stagger.
Hmm. I mean,
A
I'll
lot of
take
these
one.
materia, I mean, yeah, it's worth buying, but like a lot of these materia are ones that I always felt like, well, this is interesting, but I'm not sure if I have enough slots to feel comfortable equipping it. You know what I mean?
Mm. That one I should be using more.
Yeah, that's fair. This game definitely rewards blocking. Now that you have 3 people, you could try, although I would put some materia on Barrett first.
Oh, right, I forgot, yeah.
Cloud,
Will I have
I've
other
come up with the
chances
most
to do this?
fascinating theory.
Yes.
you can lend me
So,
your assistance in
the
gathering
chapter
data
that's
to
about
test it?
to... I don't know if you're in the chapter yet or if it's about to start, but either way,
I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help
you're
thus
basically
far.
about to hit what I would describe as Disc 3 of this game.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I
I've
mean
done it.
conceptually?
I've developed a new materia.
Mm. I don't. I'm just saying, mm-hmm. It's, yeah, the third act. Oh, enemy skill.
Oh yeah, so that materia is super broken in the original FF7, and I feel like I think there's only like 2 or 3 skills you can learn in this version. It's kind of there for funsies. It's the blue magic materia, yeah. But yeah, like so basically the chapter you're about to hit is the last side quest chapter in the game, and there's a lot of side quests, and you can kind of decide to do them or not. You don't really get a great reward for doing all of them. And also a bunch of them have some very, very hard fights.
Yeah, too much good equipment, not enough slots to use it in. That's fair.
This game's materia itemization is interesting. It's very different from the original.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, you've learned that ability, so you can use whichever one you want right now.
Hmm.
Hard Edge being the damage-focused one.
I like that. It's still my favorite. I love the hard edge. Still working on Lifesaver.
Yep. Oh yeah, you got a bunch of... This is around the time of the game when I started just doing the automatic assignment stuff instead of putting the points in myself.
I've done the new materia slot. Alright.
And if you find yourself ever wanting to re-spec, remember Chadley can do that for you.
Alright. Forgot about that. The defensive enemy skills, the abilities you learn with them are very good. Yeah, okay. Blue Mage really is... Gosh.
Yo.
It's so weird because it's always been, like, the weird one.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, oh, if you get hit with a specific ability, you learn it, and some of them are broken. So it just leads to, like, such weird gameplay.
Yeah, I find that... I feel like Blue Magic is very much like the did you buy the strategy guide ability? Like...
Yeah, for sure. Like with Final Fantasy VI Blue Mage, which is just ridiculous. Absolutely, like...
I'll just note for the record that in this game, if an enemy has an enemy skill you can learn, it says that in green under their scan text.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so they at least tell you.
All right, so what's the good button for this one? R1. Okay.
Yeah, you can just move a bunch of Eris materia directly over, huh?
I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely make sure someone has Magnify and Healing. That's like one of the most important combos in the game. In fact, that would have been so useful during the Turk fight. Oh my god.
That would have been great, right? Can you imagine?
I told you, this game expects you to shuffle your materia pretty frequently, I think. Oh my god, AoE Kiraga is so good. It's so good.
Okay, some folks are saying, nope. Nope. Chakra is good on Barrett.
I mean, Smibble, Boo Mages are going wild right now with the Yokai event. Oh my goodness. What's the blue materia that Barrett has equipped? Warding grants resistance to link materia status ailment. What is it actually linked to?
Oh, I don't know why I had that on.
Yeah. You may have just had that equipped because whatever.
Yep. I'll just have the tanky character.
Yeah. Legit, honestly. Yeah, Barrett tanks very well. Especially with like an HP up or something.
Okay.
Once that cleansing materia levels up to get Asuna, it'll be real good.
Oh yeah, because that's just you could just resist whatever.
Yep. Oh, interesting. That's neat, Josie.
Oh, right. Yeah, if you can like, what if you never got instant death?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Suffice it to say, this game, some of the encounters just really pushed my buttons, and that they would put like such an oddly specific and strangely deadly like fight right before some of the most like dramatic events just really undermines everything. Because it gets you from narrative focus to, oh, I have to win this hecking gameplay challenge focus, and then you're like, oh right, remember Jessie? She's dead.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a tendency for this game to feel like every chapter needs to be its own self-contained, like, hard thing or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it just feels that like all the big drama with Biggs and Jessie wasn't earned. Because we literally just see them after a while and now they die. I didn't even have time to like remember the things we did and everything. It's just like, nope, they're dead. It just felt really random. Like, I mean, it feels like we should have had some sort of like opportunity to mess around with them, or like just have some way to like, you know, see them or interact with them, or like remember like the things we did with them, instead of like spend a bunch of chapters without them and suddenly we meet up and they die.
It's worth remembering this game is constrained to the narrative pacing of its original incarnation, where this all took place within a 4-hour span.
Alright, what's the name of this game?
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yes?
The last word there.
I know, but they're still following the original story. Like, it's expanded.
They don't have to!
They do!
It was okay for them to add like little kid ghosts and a whole arc, but not a flashback.
I mean,
not like.
I don't know. How would you fit a flashback in there?
I don't know, or I'm not Squaresoft. I just feel that maybe like I would have had. I needed some way to like, or like. Also, like, they stretched 2 screens into, like, an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
They probably could have given us some more time with Biggs before some bad stuff happened, or with Biggs and Jesse, or, like, instead of just, hey, we're back! Oh, she's dead. Like, they could have stretched that. Why not? Like, they could have given us, like, some more time to hang together, reminisce, and then have some, like, meaningful self-sacrifice instead of just, oh, hey, here's a dude in a helicopter. Well, kaboom. It feels like they could have done something for that.
Then I invite you to ready your portable battle simulator.
Anyway, put on the VR goggles. Yeah, RP. I'm also not impressed with writers using death. Like, don't kill characters for drama. More of this. Less just characters you left on.
Xander, you know what game this is, right? Remember the thing that everyone talks about in the original Final Fantasy VII? The one thing that everyone talks about?
Yeah, I'm really curious to see, is that a part of that?
Still here.
I'm really curious to see what they do with that.
I'm just saying that when you say you feel that using death for drama is cheap, you understand that this is the OG game for that.
Yes, I stand by it, but we'll, like, maybe they'll handle it better. I don't know. But, like, yes, it's like, oh, Aura, I really don't like, I think ice cream cones are a bit dry. I don't like eating them. So, I'll take your ice cream cone you gave me, I'll throw it in the garbage. No sense in interacting with that at all. Like, no, I want the rest of the game. There's more to this game than just that moment. I want to see the rest of it. Some of it is really good, it's just some of it is really not. And I want to, like, get to know it.
Fair enough. I just think it's kind of funny that you're like, God, I hate it when they use death for drama. In, like,
yeah!
a game
super
that I
do.
think more than anything is famous for its use of death for drama.
And I'm gonna keep saying it because it's true.
Did you not like the original FF7?
I really liked it. It's like, FF7 is the reason I never got a Nintendo console after the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I literally got a PlayStation to play Final Fantasy VII, and that set me down the PlayStation path until the Wii came out. Like, it's literally like, yeah, this was a big deal for me. Like, I really liked this game. And at that point it was fine, but I have matured as a person. I have grown, and now that I'm, like, you know, more of an adult, and I'm able to more engage with characters and storylines because of, like, you know, just becoming more of a person myself, it's like, I am more sensitive to these things. I feel more things. I can engage more with content in general. But it also means that I recognize some stuff is not so great.
You did it! Great job!
Thank you so much for the sub. 30 months. You. Oh, you have a big question. Are summons technically Digimon? Well, they come from materia. But you do get the materia from this one. I don't know if this is just like a VR simulation. Hey, you want to learn more about this? But it's kind of wild that you would just simulate something to learn more about it. I think that's a little bit weird.
But yeah, I don't know, that's interesting to me, like... Huh.
Allow me.
Looks like a certain monster with 8 letters in its name. What? What the heck am I looking at? I can't see it. Oh my gosh, it's a Tonberry! Hi, Tonberry! Friend!
It's interesting because, like... Gosh, like... death as narrative plot point is bad is a really broad argument.
What did you say?
Death as narrative plot point equals bad is a very broad argument to me.
Oh, yeah, no. It's like, killing off a character just to cause it's basically, it's like killing off a character to make someone appear evil. Killing off a character to, just like, to cheaply elicit a reaction from the player. I think that's just like, really, it's in poor taste.
I mean, is it cheap? Is it, like, actually cheap to make a game with a major party member that, like, has all this stuff set up and then to, like, be willing to end that for narrative reasons?
No,
like,
I'm not talking about that. I was talking about, like, Biggs and Jesse.
Okay. That's an interesting one. Like,
you're the one who said this whole game is set around the second. I was like, yeah, of course it is. But like, that's not what I was bringing up. I was bringing up specifically with the other things, and also other games have done this. Like Nier Automata does this at some point, and like it's bad. I don't mean it's universally bad. I think it's really bad. You are literally. See, I have a big problem, as big as. I don't know, a suitable metaphor. But with, like, making players, like, wow.
Oh my god. That's all. Ooh.
That was not good. Okay. There we go. Basically killing, like, using grief as an emotion you were making the player feel. It's like making the player like, grow attached to a character and then kill that character for an emotional reaction. Because you're like, yes, that's gonna that's gonna be like a big impact. It's like that's like you have to do a lot to make it feel like yes, like this has been earned in a way.
See, again, it's like the context is interesting to me mostly because again, like in the original game, Biggs, Jesse, and Wedge were very minor characters, and so their deaths in the scene were very much like a follow-through on Avalanche's actions to an extent. It's like, here you go, Shinra is finally retaliating against what you've been doing.
Don't let me down, y'all.
And so your objection mostly manifests in the context of this game specifically, where they've been expanded enough that you actually do care about it. Which is interesting. Like, I don't know.
If, like, this is, like, that was a big bomb. This big hecking bomb. Oh, right, I have summon abilities.
Yeah.
Work! Yeah, it's like, I was talking about something and then I saw the big thing. This, as with many things, this probably relates to, like, my own trauma and stuff like that, but it's like, death is a major thing. It's like, not something to just throw in there for flavor. It's like, it involves, like, very, very intense emotions, like grief and stuff like that's super, like, that's big. Those are like, you should be very careful about using that in a game or in, like, you know, a story at this point. And if you use it cheaply, it's like, it's like you're, especially in a situation where, like, you've talked about your character, so, like, like, really, we've grown more attached to them, because now they've become characters and we have formed emotional bonds. Then you're like, it feels to me like you're disrespecting them. by making like, I killed them to make the player feel sad. Like, to me, that's major. It's just like, it's monstrous to like, it's like, they feel like, you know, it feels like people, like an attachment to like someone who is real. You're like, these characters, like when you're in the game, you're in the moment, you're in the story, like they can feel real. You're feeling emotion. You're actually feeling emotions. And then to just like toy with that is a wild attack that Chocobo's doing. That's just like, that's not real what you're doing. But yeah, that's just...
This fake VR Chocobo isn't real?
This fake VR Chocobo isn't real. But yeah, so I feel, you know, you get what I'm saying. It's like, if you're doing this cheaply, if you're like, it feels callous. And it's just instantly, it no longer becomes, it's kind of reminding me of like DMing style, back when I was playing Dungeons & Dragons. I loved it when like, I as a DM, I tend to be someone who like works with the players. We're making a story together. We're just having a lot of fun, and together we are crafting. We're crafting a story and an adventure, and that's like really cool. And instead of just, oh no, it's the Dungeon Master versus the players, and we'll see if you can survive my devious traps. Like, no. Like, we're creating something together, and I think that's really important. And to, like, to like, throw away a character's life or something, just for, like, cheap effect, for me, it's like, you have, it's like, yeah. Hey.
Maybe dial it back a little?
Alright, I'll dial it back a little.
Truly amazing work, Cloud.
Yeah, it's...
This is incontrovertible proof that the universe has a sense of humor. Now that you have a fun new partner in Fat Chocobo, you can work together to squash Shinra like a bug.
Chadley, you're strange.
Yeah, but we awakened some emotions within Chadley, and I feel happy about that.
I look forward to receiving.
Were there any other VR
battle
missions?
intel submissions.
No, just... Oh, well, maybe there's new ones?
I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information
but
for my
yeah,
research.
what was I like... what I was talking about is, like, when you, like, you work up, like, you build up a character as a being, as a human being, or like, you know, as like a living being. Like, the person interacting with your story grows like attached to that person. And then if you just kill them for effect, just to like, this is like gonna be like, the dramatic, like, just to show how evil this person is, gonna kill like this character you've grown attached to or something. And that's in that sense, or like, this company is evil, and like, or this, what a tragic event, this person was caught in the crossfire or something. Like, when you're like it's when you're not like doing your due diligence and making this like matter, making this important in the story, then it no longer feels like it breaks the contract. We're no longer me and the person and the folks who made the game, me and the narrator, the storyteller. We are no longer working together to create an experience between us. It now becomes adversarial. So I get hurt, I get angry, and then I put my defenses up. Because like, alright, that's how it's gonna be. Like, if you're gonna hurt me, I'm not gonna engage with what you're like are putting out there anymore. Because like you don't deserve it. You're not there. You're not doing this to give me to create a good time between us. You're doing this to hurt me, and that's when
Such
I'm
a
like,
different perspective than I have on this sort of stuff.
yeah, it's important to me. Like, I really get attached to characters and stuff. As much as I do not like Chadley, like, I care about him. He's like, yeah, he's like a adorable and relatable in his own way. And if like someone shows up and is like, I'll show you how evil I am, I'm gonna like smushally like, no, I'm gonna take that personally.
It's just interesting because, like, I don't know, like, I feel like death and tragedy have such a narrative history, going all the way back to literally, like, hey, what's Hamlet, right? Like,
Oh, I have feelings about Hamlet.
So, like, I don't know, it just like I'm willing to accept sad narratives if I think that they're interesting. Like I'm willing to look at this situation and be like, go to the right there, yeah, and be like, okay, so what's happening here thematically is that this is the reckoning for Avalanche, right? This is they've gotten away with so much so far, and now it's finally coming back to bite them. And I do agree that I think the way that Jesse and Biggs' deaths are handled in such rapid succession definitely cheapens it a little bit, in that it feels like an inevitable pattern in a way, but also because this game is a remake of a game in which we already know that they died, I feel like it has to almost play with that sense of inevitability. Like, it'd be like, yeah, you know what's happening here, you know what's coming, because most players will. I don't know. Maybe that's just my perspective on it.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it like... Wait, can we go turn in the Woo medals?
You can do it after this. Like, you're about to start a very large side quest thingy, like chapter. So.
Oh wow! Oh dang.
Oh yeah, no, it's gone.
There was this rumbling, and then all of a sudden.
But yeah, it's like, if that scene had been, like, it's weird. It's like really, like, I don't know. I realize how silly it is for me to get hung up on this very specific thing, but if that whole tower sequence had been like less challenging enemies, and it's basically just, you know, the player knows what's going to happen, but you still gotta believe you can stop it. You still, like, you have to do everything in your power.
Yeah.
Like, that you can. Like, you don't want to look back and like, on this and then regret not having done enough. Like, you want to, like, go for it. And they have a very specific mindset to maintain in the player. And they should not, like, this should have been a great time to have a bunch of enemies that you are just shredding because you, like, maybe you will be fast enough to get there in time. But instead, everything just became a weird gameplay puzzle, and it just became stilted. And when I finally got to, like, some of the death sequences, it was just like, well, all right. And even I didn't even realize Jessie had blown herself up. I just figured, oh, the helicopter blew up. All right, sure. I'll you know, link up with Jessie, and then we'll, like, attack the next thing. But, like, that was just, like, weird and sudden. So there was, like, it felt like it was, like, a little bit I don't know if ham-fisted is the right term. It felt like a stumble.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I think a little bit of what you said is absolutely within the game's interests. Like, what they, like, it's no coincidence that Aerith is, like, you know, saying that she believes that they can like, that they can do it, right? No matter how futile it seems, right? I think they do want to incite that feeling within the player.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not Squaresoft. I didn't make this game. I just reacted. I'm engaging with it. I'm reacting to it, and there's like some...
That's the house.
Marlene! Marlene!
It's just like... It's what stands out to me. And it feels like... I'm also saying that like, to be fair, I'm not doing all this and saying all this so that Squaresoft changes it and, like, fixes, like, their mistake. Like, no, of course not. This is me. This is how I'm engaging with this piece of media, this piece of interactive media. But it's like, ooh, there's little live stream bits. Hello. But I'm mostly saying this both because, like, it's a way for me to, like, you know, by saying this out loud with you, we're having a conversation, and it's helping me put this into words. But also, I'm putting it out to like the folks watching, and I'm helping put all these thoughts like into some sort of like cohesive whole, so that I can make better stories in the future. So that I can because in the past, like the more I articulate these feelings, the more I know, like, okay, this is how eventually I will like deal with death myself in stories. I will like at some point have to like, and not have to, but I probably should. At some point, I think it's going to be important for me to deal with like, life and death and such in my own works, and I want to do the best job I can. I want to respect the player's time and engagement, and I want anything like we get to create stories, we get to create characters and lives, we get to put a bunch of symbols like in a box, and then people will see them and hallucinate stories. Isn't that incredible? That's mind-blowing. But just by writing some words, you can like create an experience, and a person can imagine people that don't exist and feel things about them. That's incredible. And I want to like live up to that. I want to make sure that I give like readers, people who interact with my stories, a really good experience, something that leaves them in a better place than when they started. And I don't want something like this to happen where someone gets grumpy because, oh, I didn't respect their time, I didn't respect this character enough. And I don't want to do that. I want because life isn't fair, but when you're writing things, you can make things, if not completely fair, at least just in some way. You can infuse some sort of karmic balance so that like a story, even that has death in it, can still be uplifting. And I think that's really important. Should probably do a talk on this. I have very intense emotions on this topic. I really should do a talk on this. Yeah, Vorpy has a good point also. It's like, yeah, it's like, gosh, we depending on the culture we're from and where we're living and stuff, like, yeah, it's like death and tragedy and stuff, like, there's different amounts of it. It's like, oh, there's like a lot of post-apocalyptic stuff is written by people who like are in a very like in big positions of privilege, who like, oh, that would be like a fun ROM, just ride around on the plains with a shotgun. Like, no, like just anyone who's actually like in more of a struggling position like sees like, no, that's bad. Why would you write a story like and that's awful. But like it's not a place I would like to escape into. But it's different perspectives. It's like anyone who writes like, oh, I love this TV show because like, yeah, anyone can die. It's like no one's safe. Or like, yeah, I know the world is like that. No, F that. I want to read something better. I'm not just gonna like, I can escape into this like horrible place. No, that's not good. That's not what I want. Oh right, yeah. Vorpy brings up, yeah. If we could have Barrett a little bit earlier to power him up a little bit, and also give you weekend. Yeah, exactly. Like there's really that's the thing I learned at some point. Like it's really important to, as like in action games, if you can like grow in power, you still put in some of the early enemies just so you can see just how much better you are now than when you first were struggling against them, and that makes you feel good. Like, oh, look at how far I've come. That's an important feeling.
Where's Marlene? Is she here?
Barrett.
Okay, maybe that's not the best introduction to. Oh gosh.
Sorry, I'm Barrett. Marlene's my little girl. Marlene, she's got short hair. She's cute as a button. With the heart of an angel. She was wearing pink. She was wearing a pink dress today.
Upstairs. Oh, thank goodness.
Huh? Oh.
I said she's sleeping.
I want to see her too. Come on, let's go look in on her.
Keep it down. Don't wake her. Maybe you should join your friend upstairs.
Maybe I should. They have old TVs.
It's so old.
They have a dial TV. That's so neat.
Marlene, my baby. Thank God.
Shinra has my daughter now.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm the one who asked her to go get Marlene. We'd only just met, but she was so kind and helpful. I took advantage of her.
It's not your fault. It was only a matter of time before she ended up back there.
Gosh, I suddenly remembered Cloud's mom.
Because she's an ancient. That it?
So she told you about that. She must trust you all a great deal. Yes, Aerith is an ancient. Probably the last one living. She's not my daughter.
I mean,
not by blood, I mean.
Okay, yeah.
If that's what you were wondering.
Should probably not say she's not your daughter. That's like probably a bad way to phrase that.
About 15 years ago. My husband, he'd been shipped off to fight on the front lines. But then I received a letter saying he'd be home for a bit. So when the day came, I went to the station to meet him. But he didn't come. I couldn't help fearing the worst, even then. But I told myself his leave must have been postponed, that he'd been delayed. Every day I went, to wait and to pray.
Oh, it's Aerith's theme.
And that's how I met her. Her and her mother. I thought maybe they'd run away from Wall Market. Or that they were topsiders fallen on hard times. I'd seen that sort of thing a lot. Take Aerith somewhere safe. Those were her mother's dying words. My husband had been away for so long, and I was lonely. So I convinced myself the safest place for the girl was with me. It took no time at all for her to start feeling like family. She was a real chatterbox. She told me strange stories. Like how she and her mother had escaped from some sort of facility. And how she wasn't sad, because her mother had just returned to their planet.
Their planet, huh? Yeah, that sounds about right.
I didn't understand any of it at the time. When I asked if she meant one in the sky, she said no. This one, right here. I mean, what can you say to that?
Mommy, don't be sad.
He's so cute.
That's what she said to me one day, out of the blue. So I asked her, what's wrong?
A man you really, really loved just died. His heart came a long way to say goodbye. But he couldn't stay because he had to return to the planet.
I didn't believe her, of course. And then, a few days later, I received a letter saying my husband had been killed in action. Things like that. She'd just know. It was a lot to deal with, but we were happy. And then came the knock.
Coming! No! Go away!
I like the fashion changes over time.
Aerith, you know you're not just any little girl. You're a descendant of the ancients.
I had no idea what he meant, so I said, "Who are the ancients?"
They were the original stewards of the planet, whose boundless knowledge and wisdom shall guide us to the promised land.
That's a normal thing to say.
Some believe the promised land to be a myth, others an allegory of sorts. But we take the words of the scriptures at face value and believe it to be quite real. Which is why Shinra would like very much for Aerith to help us.
You're wrong! I'm not an ancient!
But Aerith, even when you're all alone, don't you hear voices whispering secrets?
No, never!
But all three of us knew that wasn't true. That man knew exactly who Aerith was, where she'd come from, and what she could do.
They knew where she was, but they didn't just take her? Doesn't sound like the Turks I know.
She had to come willingly, otherwise it wouldn't work, they said. That's why, even if they did take her away, I'm sure she's still being treated like a guest. And that they'll send her straight back home, once they get what they need.
You can pause the game, you know.
You're not planning anything, are you? Don't make things worse than they already are. If I lost her too, I don't know if I could ever. Just don't.
Cloud, maybe she's right about this. Maybe they'll let Aerith go when it's all over. Maybe we'd be better off waiting a little while.
Why does Tifa always have the bad takes?
Let's head back to Sector 7. Got things to take care of. Like checking up on the boss.
They literally
Yeah.
just killed thousands of people. Maybe they'll just let her go. Let's just chill.
Yeah, I feel like I actually don't super like what this game has done to Tifa characterization wise, even though I also didn't like the original characterization of her.
Yeah, I forget. I forget what Tifa was like.
OG FF7 Tifa basically didn't have any sort of narrative outside of Cloud. Like, her support of Cloud was the entire thing.
Really?
Yeah, like, she never had any characters associated with her or anything like that. She never really had, like, even her personal plotline with Nibelheim and stuff was all very Cloud-centric. Like, it's kind of frustrating, actually. OG FF7 Tifa really didn't have a lot going on. So, like, on one hand, it's like, okay, I'm glad that they're trying to develop her in some way. I wish they weren't developing her into, like centrism lady.
Yeah.
What if we don't take any action? That would be great, wouldn't it? Thankfully, Barrett stepping up to the plate here with some very good, like revolutionary rhetoric. I actually think the scene right after the plate collapse with Barrett might actually be one of his strongest scenes. I feel like he has his ups and downs in this game, but when his good moments are, they're really good.
I really like, yeah, it's... Barrett's constantly on the edge of being like, I don't know. It feels Barrett could have been better written, but it's still a really good foundation of a character.
Literally, the thing I said to somebody else after I finished this game for the first time was, I feel like there are two Barretts. There is cliche Mr. T Barrett, who is like extremely over the top and loud and feels kind of like a stereotype. And there is like revolutionary Praxis Barrett, who is like saying the good shit and being very serious and like has lovely eyes. Like
I love Barrett's eyes. Barrett's eyes
they're
are
very
so
good.
good.
Like so yeah, I don't know. It's I hope that in the next game we get more of good Barrett and less of stereotype Barrett.
Mm.
There's a really good Barrett scene if you take the elevator in the Shinra Tower, but I would never deprive you of the stairs.
Aww. Aw, thank you. Thank you for the cute emotes. Sorry, I was just hearing
Weird noises?
yeah. I was hearing some weird noises in the kitchen, so I just had to like go check out to make sure everything was okay.
What? Oh, okay. I heard a weird noise too, but I think it's just the person who lives under me. I think they did the scene we just saw, really good justice for the record. Like, that was a really major scene in the original game.
Oh, like the one we just saw, the flashback and everything?
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
absolutely. That was really well made. I really appreciate it. See? Yeah, that's, then again, it's like, deux poids, deux mesures. It's like, two weights, two measures, but like, it's, that scene just had like two character deaths. Granted, we didn't really know who they were.
Yeah.
But it shows like it is possible to like deal with death like in a more like in a way that's more engaging to the player. I wonder if I thought I heard something in the kitchen, but actually it's because I have one of the headphones off and sitting behind my ear, so I can actually hear the game.
Maybe.
And I was hearing something else. I don't know.
I can't wait to be able to hear out of my right ear again when my new headphones
That'd be great.
Take care of yourselves now.
I'm gonna do our best. So I guess Marlene's okay.
Yep. Shout out to, I don't think it's really spoilers to say this. Shout out to, in the original game, you leave Marlene here and never see her again.
Really?
Like, yes.
Just never.
Never. You never see her again for the rest of the game. You just assume that she's just staying with Aerith's mom for the entire duration of the narrative in the original FF7. I'm curious if they'll address that in this one.
Green materia is bigger than yellow and blue.
Whoa.
You can see the green even from this angle.
Is that just the slot, or?
Like, you really, like... It feels like it's more... It's, like, tinier. It's further recessed in. And the green one is, like, at the edge. But it's, like, it's on both sides. You don't only have one green in there. It gotta be real huge.
Huge.
Yeah, Smebble. I could, yes, like, I could use a household weird noise investigator, also known as a kitten.
Oh well.
that a gaping hole?
No, I think that's like a waterfall or something. A little hard to see during the night. Oh.
It is a waterfall.
Oh.
Okay, good.
Don't step on Aerith's flowers.
Just wanted to say hi.
Makes you wonder why she had to go all the way to that church to grow some flowers, given she has so many here.
Right? Maybe there's something special about that church.
Thank you, Rune. I'm glad that you acknowledge this.
This is me though. It just takes me time to degrump. You can't hasten my degrumping. Once I am afflicted with grump status, you need to wait for the bar to like go all the way down. As you just gotta wait it out. There's no grump moss. I can just like and then be degrumped. That's not how that works.
I think grump moss would make you more grumpy.
The main entrance to Sector 7 is buried under rubble now. So how are we supposed to get back inside?
Underground passage in the park.
Yeah.
Good plan.
But how do we get to the park?
I know another way to get there. Aerith showed me before.
This ancient girl knows her stuff. Didn't mean anything by it.
There was this rumbling, and then all of a sudden...
I feel like... Oh yeah, God.
Even if there is, we'll be fine.
I feel like grump moss is an item that would be an octopath. Like...
Yeah, exactly. It's like purple moss reduces like poison. So grump moss would reduce grump. What color would grump moss be?
Smibble. As far as we know, yes. Like...
Yeah, Aura showed me Crisis Core. The cutscenes before.
I showed you the ending cutscene, right?
Hmm.
So that's like super important to the narrative.
Google him for you.
Because it's like, hey, why does Cloud have PSD and hallucinate stuff all the time? Well, maybe he was traumatized.
Maybe. Did you know? Yeah, it all comes back to trauma.
Yep.
Gosh.
Can't go back there right now. There's barrels. So you are heading all the way back. Not that one direction though. Down. Yeah, there you go. So do you remember the highway with the hands that you had to do the puzzles with?
Yeah.
You're going back through there.
Why?
Because the plot demands it.
But
there was a conversation that just happened where they're like, we need to get to the park because there's a tunnel to Sector 7. And they're like, but we can't get to the park because it's buried under rubble. And Cloud's like, well, I know the shortcut that Aerith showed me earlier with the hands.
Why are we going to Sector 7?
Presumably to look for survivors.
Oh. Weren't we just at the entrance though?
Yes, but that part is blocked off from the park via rubble. You can't get around the rubble to get to the park itself. So instead you take this lengthy detour.
I'm a little bit confused. Why not just climb the rubble? Like, why would, like...
I don't know how to climb in this universe.
Okay, but I figure, like, well, if that part's, like, piled up, isn't just gonna, like, everything's gonna be, like, smushed and piled up, so...
Don't question it too much.
I'm just... Okay.
You think it's true what they said about Avalanche?
I'd like to buy a sword.
Because the plot demands it.
Everything sold out.
Because you have them already. I actually appreciate that they let you buy these weapons if you somehow missed them here.
Oh yeah. Whoa!
That's pretty heavy duty.
Ooh.
High magic, low defense. Oh yeah, Barrett could just use one of those gothic bangles. It's a
So
flat
that's...
upgrade for him. That's high defense, low magic defense.
Oh, okay. And that's like 4, but
4
not
materials
much of
left.
anything.
Yeah.
And that's... Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. This game tends to go by that pattern for every tier of accessories. You got the general accessory, then you got the 2 accessories that are better for one stat but worse for the other, and then you've got the one that's just terrible but has high materia.
So shouldn't I give the heavy duty to the Barrett just to really like focus on that physical defense?
Up to you, really. I tended to go with the generalist ones because I just like to have all-rounded defense characters, but you know, it is truly your preference.
That's right. I mean, Barrett's going to be using... Oh, you know what? I should probably just give an equal thing to... Oh, it's actually not that big. Actually, it's, yeah, it's like a... That's a bigger difference because Barrett already has such high defense. 20 points defense, not going to matter as much as 20 points magic defense. Yeah. Alright, so I get one for Barrett.
It's just too dangerous these days not to keep...
Gotta wait. You gotta make the. If you press circle, he'll stop talking.
Oh, really? Okay, good.
Yeah, if you press circle, you can skip dialogue, which applies to other cutscenes as well. So be careful.
Alright.
Hey, got another slot.
Got a bulletproof vest.
That one's a little dangerous.
I don't know, it's actually pretty good.
This is all like build stuff anyway. Like a lot of it's subtle enough that it's kind of like whatever you want to do.
Oh no, I gave Tifa the ice materia that's not about to get better.
Oh no.
It's a version.
Yeah, that's God, what are okay? So breach, I think might lower defenses on enemies.
Oh, breach is for physical shield. Dispel is for magic shield.
I think dispel is literally just dispel any buffs that they have. I could be wrong about that though. I really wish there were more all materia or magnify materia in this game because there's a lot of things that I want to have AoEs. Like, can you imagine if you could have AoE on protect and shell and cure?
Gonna play
Great.
fall?
It'd be so good. Yep, everybody's good now, pretty much. Oh, Tifa, well, okay, so here's the thing. That might be an upgrade for Tifa, but it might also unlink 2 of her slot.
Is Tifa actually using...
It's just too dangerous these...
She is. Okay,
Yes.
never mind. Yep, I'll leave her
that's
with
what I
what
thought.
you got.
I very specifically remembered that Tifa was using some like materia. Haste. Is haste even in this game? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Haste is really good. Haste is very, very good. Haste makes your ATB charge up way, way fast.
Oh, nice.
I don't. Do you actually have the materia for haste yet?
No.
I feel like you should at this point, but maybe you haven't leveled it high enough or something.
What does haste do?
It would be one of the green materia, probably near the bottom of the list of the green materias. Let's see. So one's under barrier. Barrier, mana ward, and something I didn't see.
Nope.
Okay, maybe you'll get it soon, or maybe I bet it's a Chadley materia. So probably, what do you have left on the Chadley stuff right now?
Let's look at Chadley some more.
You don't need to talk to him. You can just do it from your menu. Like your normal menu. Your menu.
Oh.
Okay, so,
Increase stagger damage, okay.
So that's a Tifa thing. You need to use Tifa's triangle attacks on enemies while they're staggered. And that increases the damage bonus on the stagger.
Okay. And then refocus to get ATB assist. Trigger oh, I just need to actually use a refocus.
The refocus limit break, yeah. You should probably put that on somebody just so you can spam it a little bit.
Hit point absorption, yes. Heck yes, I want that. Okay.
You'll get that naturally.
Probably. Yeah, I should refocus on someone. Who should I give refocus to?
Put it in a slot where there's something you don't particularly care about. Maybe Steel?
Yeah, now that I got the thing.
Yeah, there's nothing else in the game that's that exciting for stealing.
ATB boost. No, it's the refocus.
You want refocus, which is a purple. There it is, bottom.
Zoop.
Cool.
Zoop.
And now you can waste Cloud's limit breaks on that.
Yeah. Heck
Love
yeah.
to do that.
Is there another explosion?
So I think what we should do is we should finish this section and then wrap up because it is getting pretty late.
Oh, I was thinking to stop it now.
Oh, okay.
Can we actually
do that too? Yeah.
Yeah, is that okay?
I think it's probably fine because it would take probably 5 to 10 minutes to get through the hand dungeon again, even if we don't have to do the puzzles.
Yeah, no, I would rather just next time just chill, reminisce, and then be introduced.
It's one of those cases where like that's the chapter transition point, so like it'd be like the natural point to stop, but this is fair too.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we left a very chill point, and I think I'm ready for the next time to start off at a. We'll start off slow. Have a lot to think about now. I got very grumpy this game. Don't interrupt Xandra is the thing.
I'm sorry.
Don't put Xandra in impossible situations and don't interrupt it.
I'm sorry to say that don't interrupt Xandra is not a thing this game will ever obey. Girl mouse. Girl.
Oh, and thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here through the grumpy stream. I always feel self-conscious about getting angry and grumpy, but can't really help it. It's worse if I just bottle it in. Like, I've been doing a lot of therapy that's focused on, like, no, you actually should, you know, feel feelings. You should feel the feelings. Oh, thank you. That's really cute. Aww. Let's immediately go to bed.
Yep, I wish I could do that, but I have to dilate.
Best of luck. Thank you. It was okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you really much for being here and bearing with me. And like, I really kind of want to put together a video or something. That was like actually really that's really struck a chord with me. I want to like collect my thoughts on this and like talk more about this because that's really important to me. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Aura, for being there and bearing witness to my grump. Alright, I'm gonna go the heck to sleep. So, until we see each other next time, please take care of yourselves because you're worth it and you deserve it and your time is precious. You deserve not to, like, you know, be made grumpy by games wasting your time or, like, making you lose lots of progress or interrupting you or putting you in impossible situations or, like, you know, not respecting your emotional investments. You deserve better. Let's keep giving our time to cool experiences that reward the time we spent. Well, let's keep making wonderful things together.